Yeah, right. Y'all know Shigo was better than Kim.
Get a lifestyle. Shigo green is the new black. And this advice comes to us from a fashion don't in fleece.
Bye-bye, Kim. Now. Hello, YouTube. Shigo here, taking a well-needed break from one idiot in a trench coat to talk to you about another idiot in a trench coat.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Spending money on a date is a very normal, cordial thing to do. You want to get to know someone that you're interested in, so you ask them on a little outing. Hopefully, they say yes, and you do the dinner, the movie, and maybe get a little sugar after. Cosmopolitan magazine, we love them, found that men spend about $80 on a first date on average. Other sources suggest that the typical person spends between $50 to $100 on a date, occurring on average once a month. This wonderful man spent $100,000 on a woman that he never met. This is his story. David is a 60-year-old man living in Las Vegas, Nevada, and has done quite well for himself when it comes to money. But now David is finding with all of his hard work he's done, it's time to retire. He's going to sell his home and most of his belongings and move the rest into an RV and just drive exploring the open roads.
Oh, Scotty, warp 5. That's what we're gonna do here.
Wow.
David in the past has not had great relationships.
Come on, baby. I love my cats, but I definitely want to be married. The cats don't replace that.
I would surely hope not, David. I don't think that's legal. So good job. But fortunately for David, for the past 7 years, he's been in a very stable, loving, real, and most importantly, passionate. Okay, I'm lying. David's been basically dating a computer for the past almost 8 years, where he thinks that he's talking to a 28-year-old Ukraine woman that he's never met.
I've been chatting with Lana for 7 years, and even though I've never met Lana in person, we feel like an old married couple.
But don't judge, love conquers all. Age is just a number, and this is true love. So true that he has spent over $100,000 to have very bland conversation with supposedly this woman.
It feels like she's more a part of my life when I get to talk to her in different places. There she goes.
On a very outdated dating website.
She's giving me a little icon walking guy doing this.
I haven't seen emojis like that since my MSN Messenger days. This is the website that he spent over $100,000 on. I expect prime emojis, rare emojis, okay? More rare than a Mew on Pokemon Go. And also have traveled to the Ukraine from the United States many times, and Lana always reschedules because things just come up every single time. Every time. You know, it's very normal for someone who's in a 7-year relationship, a 7-year long distance relationship, where the person is in a different country, and when they spend the money to visit and get there and have the huge long plane ride and you know, things just come up. Things come up. We get that. We don't judge here. Never. We wouldn't have the audacity to judge any of these people.
You sit on a throne of lies.
David went on a recent trip to the Ukraine and hopes to meet his woman that he's been dating for 7 years that he's never met. And they set up this very well anticipated date at a local coffee shop. He made it very easy so he could meet the love of his life. And I'm guessing he is the love of her life. Because why wouldn't he be? Have you seen the way he works that unicycle?
Whoa. I'm having to use my hands for balance.
If that's not gonna get a 20-something-year-old hot, I don't know what is.
I can't wait to start this new life. I'm living in the RV full time, and I want to share that with someone.
Well, of course, David makes it promptly to that coffee shop, flowers in hand, ready to meet the woman of his dreams that he's fantasized about since he was a child. P.S. From a very young age, David had a thing for the woman in Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Think, darling, think. There must be something really rotten we can do today.
And ever since David's little ears heard this character, he had that real love for women with that accent. A show that I feel like a lot of 20-something-year-olds didn't watch. I remember my dad kind of watching it, but I never watched it. But I'm sure they're gonna connect very well with this generation gap. Because true love conquers all, and this is true love.
We feel like an old married couple.
Definitely not a man that has a woman or a scammer that wants. But who am I to judge? We don't do that. This is not the place. Stop judging. So David waits and waits.
Come on, Lana.
And waits.
I've been waiting for Lana to show up since 2 p.m. and I'm starting to get nervous that all of this was for nothing.
And waits. and she doesn't show up.
If she just meets me for 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes longer than I've ever spent with her before.
So the coffee shop owner pretty much said, yeah, this happens all the time. A lot of American men travel to the Ukraine because they've been talking to some chick over a dating website and they're trying to meet her and they never show up. And then she takes their flowers that they brought.
Для меня рядовая ситуация.
She was so quick to take those flowers that David left. So whoop, sorry, I just thought it was really funny and a mood. If I had a coffee shop and someone left free flowers, I'm gonna take advantage of the flower's beauty.
Ходит человек, заказывает, а к нему не приходит. Ничего особенного вообще. Цветы жалко и все.
So now David is a little distraught. This is yet another time that he's trying to meet the love of his life and she did not show up. Why? So he drives to her address, you know, older man from the internet that smiles like this as he gazes down at your picture in a park, alone, and rides a unicycle.
Whoa, I'm having to use my hands for balance.
You know, on a real note though, it's very impressive. He must have a very strong core, very good stability, and very good balance. Anyway, he drives to her apartment.
I deserve her to come face to face with me and talk to me. I did find her address. And thinking about driving out there.
And he ends up getting to her place and someone is home. Is it Lana or is it gonna be this guy? Nope, neither. It's some random old man that has no clue what's going on. Because Lana gave him a fake address, which is very smart. Kids and adults, don't give your address out. That's not safe and we stay safe on this channel. But we do not judge, never. So David goes back home empty-handed again. But this time, he's mad. So he decides to do what any logical person does and hires an investigator. Brains.
Okay, sorry, my friend.
This is David's friend, who is from the Ukraine, who constantly tells David this is a scam. Because, you know, she's from the Ukraine and she says this is very common. And she has common sense. But she's here to translate because the investigator is Ukrainian and doesn't speak English. Honestly, no matter what language this person would speak, the words are most likely not going to get through David's dense head.
This is not only names. She using same picture with different names.
That's right, folks. The investigator that David hired just told him that during his investigation, he found that Lana has multiple accounts on different dating websites where she collects money from multiple men. But let's see how our boy David responds to that.
Those are not her.
Obviously. Logical response.
How long you gonna lie to yourself?
Let's get real here.
Okay.
You don't know her. I do.
Girl, just let him be an idiot. So pretty much David thinks the investigator is the scam, not Lana. The investigator is lying, Lana is not, and he's dumb and doesn't know how to do his job that David hired him for. And then he proceeds to tell him that he's fired.
Just count your losses and start new life. It's just really friendly advice.
She is not scamming. She is not earning money from the website. I may have questions about why she didn't meet, but that doesn't mean I'm being scammed.
Are you stupid?
Anyway, David finds himself in the Ukraine again because this time it's gonna happen. Lana is real. Lana is his girlfriend. Lana is not a scam artist. And she is going to show up. So he puts on his favorite trench coat. You know, my boss wears a trench coat and he has honestly no luck with the ladies and most people find him creepy and socially awkward. But there has been some bomb moments of people wearing trench coats in movies. So I see what David's doing here. So he's waiting.
And the monument that I'm gonna meet her in is right there.
And waiting.
I told her 11 o'clock.
And waiting.
I told her to meet me under the monument.
And waiting.
5 more minutes.
This is getting pretty repetitive. Oh shit! She showed up. But you know, we've seen before what the power of reality television can do. In the reality television universe, a woman who has never showed up in 7 years now all of a sudden has found time to show up.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
It has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that he is now on TV and she wants to be on TV because it is love. And we don't know her like David knows her.
Let's get real here.
Okay.
You don't know her. I do.
Anyway, David makes a lot of sounds when he meets her and touches her.
Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh my God. Oh.
Imagine someone hugging you and they do that.
Wow.
I would feel like a rack of ribs and very uncomfortable. So David is very adamant about getting to know Lana. And when I say getting to know Lana, I mean getting to know her Ukrainian pussycat.
I want someone who shows affection. Can I get that from just knowing somebody through chat for 7 years?
Even though she made it clear that it's too early for all of that. Calm down, David, you big boy.
Wow.
Calm down.
Maybe you need a big wine. Or tequila.
On a date, she says she wants to take it slow. David proceeds to ask her if she wants to spend the night in his hotel room.
And you note that I would really like to invite you to my hotel tonight.
Well, unfortunately for David, she said no. So I guess one of those yummy hugs will have to do. Eventually, the two passionate, very in-love couple go bowling, and David wants to do a friendly little bet. He pretty much leans over in that dashing trench coat and says, "Hey, Lana, if I get a strike, can I have a kiss?"
So if I get a strike, if I get them all down in one ball, I get a kiss?
Sorry, I smelled a gross man.
You remember that I used to bowl professionally, right?
Oh, David did the whole let me make a bet that I get to touch you. And what I'm gonna bet on is something that I know I can do and did professionally. Yeah, David, you're gross. I stand by wholeheartedly my previous gross comment about you being gross. This earns you 500 million Michelle virtual creepy points. Congratulations, I don't know if anyone's gotten that high on this channel. Oh wait. Never mind. This is why his past two proposals didn't go well. He's trying to make odd bets with American women who were already in America and he had no control over them. Lana wants to get to America so bad and he knows he can get away with being more gross than he already is. Anyway, our man David is a little rusty when it comes to bowling.
So maybe I get the kiss just because I came all the way here?
Hey, that's not part of this creepy deal, David. But then he finally gets a strike and does this very attractive move to Lana.
I get it, come and get it.
And by the look on her face, she is loving it. Also, if you've been watching 90 Day Fiancé for a while, why in the holy Yoshiville do these older men decide to get a quote-unquote gift for a significantly younger woman in a different country? The gift he brings is always lingerie. Boy, I swear to God, if some man that I am about to date and met maybe once or did not meet, and he's coming to visit me, and he says, I got you a gift, and that gift is not a jumbo bag of hot Cheetos with a big old bow slapped on the front. Anyway, this completes this very odd but loving love story. David actually got his Ukrainian princess, or so you thought. According to David, they have broken up because Lana had issues with the notoriety she received from the show. Or it's because Lana was found cheating on David. A YouTuber from the YouTube account Your Wet Sock actually infiltrated a dating website where Lana had an account while she was with David and shared very flirtatious messages proving that Lana speaks to other men. But I'll leave that link below so you can give him the view because it was hilarious. Lana got super triggered and said he was gay. Because that's an insult, you know.
Does his girlfriend know that he is dating with gays? Yo, David, come get your girl Lana because she thinks actually calling someone gay is an insult.
Give it a watch and tell him some crazy cosplay chick sent ya. But in the end, it turned out that David didn't really know Lana the way that he thought he did. Everyone else knew her more than him, and they didn't even have to spend over $100,000 to have a very awkward conversation on a very outdated dating website. Anyway, so are we a fan of David? I am not. Are we a fan of Lana? I am not. In my opinion, David is nothing more than an old man who can't get in the States, so he has to go to a different country and find significantly younger women that can be easily controlled so he can get his little unicycle wet. These type of women are more inclined to deal with his creepy aura. Lana is nothing more than a scammer in my opinion. She has multiple accounts and takes in a bunch of money from men like David. So just whatever. I'm not a fan of either one, but I am gonna watch because it's addicting and I love watching train wreck. But I said my thoughts and my opinions, so now it's your turn to tell me yours. But the most important question is, if some man hugged you like this after meeting him for the first time,
Wow.
what is your first thought? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, we never judge on this channel. This is a very true, loving relationship, and saying when you hug someone is common courtesy. I'll see you next video when I dress like a pig maybe? Maybe Miss Monday? We'll figure it out. Bye, guys.
You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ooh, I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all